Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Golden Eagles offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and we came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time he's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
He's going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Let's chat for just a moment about Southern Miss. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air, it's Turbin. Unleashes it on the run. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Let's talk for a minute about Southern Miss. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters.
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Got his man quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Raging Cajuns offense will have its first possession of the game. Dropping back, it's Cook. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll send the back in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the lone running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Looking downfield, it's Turbin. He's got him. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gonna run it. It's Golden.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And the Golden Eagles pick up the first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Looking for a man. It's Turbin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Golden Eagles want to move quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Southern Miss. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The corners are walked up tight. This time it's complete. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Bring in the heat. He's in open space downfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Scanning the field. It's Cook. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fakes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something late.
Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
To the air. It's Cook. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Raging Cajuns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. And And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Turbin. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's landing. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The lone back's got it. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a watch so far in Hattiesburg.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Finding an escape route. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On third down, going up top. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Makes a connection. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Turbin. Using the quick game. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open.
Turning it on. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Golden Eagles line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
3rd and goal from the 1, and we'll see if they try it again through the air after the incompletion. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Cook. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And if this all front, like they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Cook. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Running through contact.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Back to throw, it's Cook. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Across the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got it. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Under fire. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Rushes on him. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
The Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's a heat. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponents got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the...
He'll try to take it back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Cook. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. One more play to pad the stats. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments. you